Good morning to all of my friends. I hope you had a good week and can look forward to our practice time together. Okay, in the past few weeks, we have been start the session by doing a slideshow and just introduce what we're about to do. And today we're going to make a little change by starting the session from our exercise. If I can just spotlight myself. Okay, I hope you can see better now. So for change, in this session, I would like to start by inviting you to stand up in your safe space, and we start by moving. Okay, excellent. I'll give you one moment to stand up. I'm just going to share a gentle music, okay, very quiet music to help us to relax. Okay, that's it. Okay. Can you give me a thumb up if you can hear the music? Oh, brilliant. Thank you. I'm turning the music slightly down so it doesn't compete with my sound. Only very faint, just giving us a sense of relaxation. Okay. Good. Just making sure you can see my hands and you can see my foot. Okay. Just one moment. I'm just, my computer just, sometimes technology just, a screen just pop up for no reason. Good. And inviting all of you, take a moment to arrive on our spot in our space. And I enjoyed very much the the earlier talk is that our mind can be so busy and it's difficult sometimes, easier said than done, to switch off. But I'm still trying to invite you, try to enter a state of mind that is calm, quiet, and tranquil. And this is the only time we are creating this time and space for ourselves. In a way I describe it, we are starting to turn our vision, our eyes, turn the vision inwards towards our own body. In your mind's eye, you are seeing yourself, your internal organs, even though we don't actually see it as anatomy, but turning our attention, our awareness towards our own internal body. And listen to our breathing and turning all the senses, the ears, the eyes, our nose, and our tongue, our mouth, all these sensory organs inward towards ourselves. Good. And when you're ready, that's it. Take your time. Soften your ankles and knees. Take half a step to your left. Of course, you can always follow me on the seated position. Just remember, we don't want to lean against the back of the support. We want to shuffle your bottom forward, sitting in front half of the chair. Now let's begin wakening up our senses on our feet. Imagine you're standing on a boat and the boat is gently floating on a gentle stream of river. Good. And I give you a slight angled view. You can feel I'm gently feeling that swaying, following the wave of the water. Good. And wakening up and feel the toes, the ball of the foot and the heel of the foot are gently engaged and being stimulated. And feel there's a warmth by gently grabbing the floor and sending that warmth upwards through the ankles, knees, entering our body towards the abdomen. Good. Now, when we are comfortable with this gentle sway, now I'm inviting you to follow this wave. Bring your palms in, feel the palms, and following this wave. Forward in synchronization with this gentle wave of water. Water is a major makeup of our body, of all lives. 70% of our earth, the Mother Earth, is covered by water, the ocean. And it can be described, water is the key element for all lives on earth. And we're trying to connect ourselves. Imagine the energy in our body flows like water. And exhaling, smooth our breathing. Inhale, floating our hands up, just like water, gentle and smooth. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Mind connecting with the center of your palm, Lao Gong point. Change. From 45-degree corner, we're gathering the energy, Qi. Gathering, hugging, embrace this pure energy into our body, through the cavities, down to our feet. Again, rise. Feel we're hugging the nature, the pure energy in the spring, the growth feeling, the growth energy into our body. Cleanse our body, removing the stagnation of our energy. Gather, rise. Deep inhale. Connect and send energy in through the center of our heart, down to our feet. Good. Change. Starting from the sides, gathering the bigger, wider energy ball all the way to the top of our crown. Feel this energy ball, energy entering our body from the crown by Hui Xue and through the cavities of our body. Soften the knees, allowing the energy to travel smoothly. Rise. Deep inhale. Feel we have long arms, long fingers. The Qi enter from the crown, travel through the body, inside our body. Release the stagnations down into the earth. Last time. Feel your heart is open, lung is open, chest is open, welcoming the pure new energies of the spring season, removing the stagnations. 好， Spread your arms, rotating the hands forward. Gather, circle into a large circle. Feel your arms are resting on this large air balloon, comfortable, as if you're sitting on a high bar stool. Again, tailbone lengthening down and slightly open the back of your lumbar, 命门, tummy touching the back of your spine. And feel the center of the palms, 劳宫穴, is connecting to lower abdomen, the navel, like an equilateral triangle, and replenish our chi into the abdomen. Smooth breathing one more time. A slight sense of joy, contentment, the inner smile in your eyes. And slowly retracting your hands back to the abdomen. Rest your hands onto the navel. Expanding as you're breathing in. Long, smooth exhale, emptying our lungs. Our organs are at ease. Our heart is happy, smiling. And in your own time, we're sliding our hands down. Now we're ready just to give our body joints a little extra warm up. Now we have entered our minds and into Qi, the state of Qi. Follow me. Raise your palms from the side and elbow flex in. Use your hands to cup your ears. And now we're going to spread elbow and open our chest. Slightly look diagonal up. Feel that we are opening. Wow! The beautiful sunshine in the spring, the warmth. And exhale, sitting, soften the knees and squeezing the elbows in. Lengthening the back, stretch to the back and open up like a blossom of the flower. Wow, inhale. Sense of joy, seeing that spring energy, and soften our knees. Exhale. One more time. Ready? Heart is opening, lung is opening. Feel the sense of contentment. And exhale. Soften our knees and release all of the emotions and anything that our usual thoughts that bother in our mind. Release and letting go. Number 2, fingers interlocked and soften your knees, sitting down again. Expand from front and chest retreat. Draw the chest in to the back of your spine. Look over your shoulder to your left, stimulating the yang meeting point, 大椎穴. Inhale first. Exhale, sitting, stretching, and gazing over your right shoulder. Again, rise. Inhale, change. Turning palms up. Lift your palms up. Nice and tall. Keep growing, keep lengthening. Up and over. to your left. Feel the body is growing long, growing tall, making space. And inhale, return to center. Keep growing, lengthening, up and over to your right. Keep stretching and keep lengthening. Feel the rib cage making big space. Well done. Inhale back to the center and bring your palms into the front. Excellent. We're going to repeat the front and back stretch again. Soften your knees. Exhaling, turn. Look over, shoulder, and inhale. Exhale. Look the other way. Rise. And that rise, expansion. Feel the center of the palm, the heel of the palm, lengthening up. Our crown go up. Grow tall and up and over. Gently push the hips towards your right as you stretch to the left. Well done. Really good for our spine, flexibilities and alignment. Exhaling over to your right. And in your own time, inhale. Well done. Feel that deep sense of stretch. If you are new to this, we're going to just roll the shoulders. Bring your hands down and release your shoulders. Sometimes, because of the deep stretch, we may feel shoulder a little bit tense and ache. And release and melt away the tensions and stiffness. Back the other way. Squeeze shoulder blades and roll forward. Slowly but deeply, all of the shoulder joints are involved, stimulating all of the meridians, allowing the energy to flow nice and wide. Good. Now let's try another one. This one I will describe it. It's for our chest, lumbar in the chest area, and spine in the chest area, and spine in the lower back. Okay, shift your weight. I'm doing the front view is better, and take left foot to a corner, and spread your arms towards you front. The palm facing out away. Okay, and now feel your tummy, your navel is pushing to the back of your spine. Transfer weight back, sit back, pulling, kind of almost pushing and pressing the navel to the spine, and fingers stretch forward. Can you see? It's a deep spinal stretch from here. Good. And gently body weight comes forward. Push your palms down and gently lift and open as if you have an invisible zip front, like the coat, and feel the center of your chest slowly expanding to front. Good. And again, sit back and arms round to the front, tummy to spine, pull back and stretch from the finger forward. Good. Feel that deep stretch into your spine and coming forward. That's open the front of your chest. Good. One more time. Exhaling as you stretch to the back. Inhale as you're chest coming forward. Well done. I hope you have felt that nice and deep stretch. Stepping in, swap over to your right, taking a small corner step. Arms coming round, rotate forward, palm facing away. And inhale first, preparation. Exhale, tummy to the spine and keep lengthening your fingers forward and feel that stretch to the spine. And inhale, push your palms down and lift your chest up. And back you go. Exhale. And inhale. Rise. We're giving a deep massage effect, contractions and expansions, both to the spine and to the front cavities. Deep inhale, really good for energy to replenish our energy. Last time. Exhale and inhale. Feel your pushing palms down and lengthening the front of your chest. 好, stand back. Today we are learning a new movement of 八段锦. This movement is a beautiful and beneficial movement to our health. We break this down to two parts. First part, rest your hands to your hip and waist. Gently shift your weight to your right, taking a wider step. Okay, remember last time, this horse riding stance, we try to step as light as possible. Slightly wider than your shoulder. Good. Practicing our horse riding stance first. Sitting as if you're sliding down a wall or a glass panel. Do you remember I used the back of the chair to slide down and rise? Good. And it's good time to remind ourselves. Again, lengthening the tailbone. Feel the tummy is again connected to the back Mingmen point. And rise. Feel that golden thread pulling you up. The Mother Earth is giving you strength, pushing up. And lengthening the tailbone. Going down. From the side view, if you were not here before in previous sessions, and make sure when you're sitting down, you're lengthening the tailbone and your Mingmen is open, so your shoulder, hips, and the back of the heels are vertically in one line. And we talked about how we're sitting working by computers, having bad postures all of the time. Last time practice, sitting down, having correct body posture is definitely the single most beneficial thing you could do to look after your health. And rise. Feel that golden thread is pulling you up. Good. So this is our footwork. The second stage of our footwork, returning to the front view, is follow me, is this. When we are sitting down, good, and to a horse riding stance. Now rise slightly, halfway, and shift your weight. Shift your weight, shift your weight. So the weight is coming to the left, and you'll feel in your mind's eye that you are trying to align your torso, the spine, with the right foot, from your foot and forming a diagonal line from the crown to the foot, from the hips, okay? And then shift your weight over to the center. Good. And now shift your weight over to your right. Good. Slide nice and smoothly. And then align the torso in line with the other diagonal line. Feel there's an invisible string coming out from your feet and through the hips and the spine and to the crown. Good. And shift your weight back. 好的. Very good. And we're going to repeat this one more time. It's very important for this posture. Shift your weight over, left, and lean. So align the body, create diagonal line. When it's created, your eyes can gaze down, seeing the opposite foot, the toes. Yeah, try, can you see it? Okay, and back to the center. Well done. Shift your weight over and create alignment, diagonal alignment, and look down. See if you can see your toes or the ball of your foot. Yes, well done. Back to the center. Good. Now I'm going to come to the computer, have a look how you practice. We start to have interactive and feedback. Okay, so I think by now you know me well enough, I hope, to feel comfortable to let me see how you practice. So this is the first stage, and let me have a look how you get on, give you some feedback. Okay, so can you get into your position? Horse riding stance, slightly wider than your shoulder. That's it. Soften your knees, sitting, yes, sliding down first. Body weight in the center. 好, and then shift your weight slowly and make that diagonal line. Form the diagonal line. In your mind's eye, yes, look down. Can you see the opposite foot? That's it. If you can, that means you are doing right. And then shift your weight back to the center, to the center, to the center. Good. And then try to shift your weight over to the other side. Good. 好. And look down, see if you can see your toes. Diagonal line. 很好. Very good. Excellent. And back to the center. Excellent. Well done. Yeah. Take one moment and come watch me for one moment. You may like to come slightly closer to the screen at this point in time. I would like to, everyone is doing brilliant. Those who opened your cameras, so thank you and well done. I want to just remind us a couple of two small details. Everybody did well keeping your feet at a suitable distance. And why do we want to keep at a wider than your shoulder? Because this is the frame. We are creating this frame, allowing the central gravity to sit down. So it's very important we have this space, which you all did excellent. Now, also what you did really, really good is the clear shifting of the body weight, which is a key to be able to form the diagonal line, which is excellent. Give you a big thumbs up. And now the next part is a small detail. I want you to pay attention. Okay, as you shift your weight, good. There is a slight tendency of your hip position. Now, when we create this diagonal line, we try to keep this hip in the same dimension alignment. So as you create this diagonal line, be a little bit mindful. Your hip, this is the hips. Don't turn the hips, don't rotate the hips. There are small tendency, the hips coming forward and back. If I use the side view, okay, so the easily made mistakes is either pulling this hip back, can you see from the side view, or pushing the hip forward, turn the other way, okay, so this hip's coming forward. So we try to keep both hips the same dimension, in the same dimension. So rise and lean. So both the hips is on the same dimension, not one hip forward or the other way. This is the first detail. The second detail is about our neck. Our neck is part of the extension of our spine. So we intend to keep it like this. Okay, so as you shift your weight and forming the diagonal line. Okay, so when we gently gaze down, is the peripheral vision that you can see your toes. So we don't want to drop the head and bend the neck to see your toes. It's still is part of an extension of our spine, and just the peripheral vision that you can see the toes is good enough. And then shift your weight back to the center. 好. So these two small details is difficult to see sometimes from one direction, and try to highlight here. 好，现在大家跟我follow me. We can do some extra practice on the changes of our spine. This is so special and important. I'll come forward so you can see the hips, the movement of the hips. The posture for this movement is called 摇头, meaning shake the head. 摆尾, meaning sway the tail. 摇头 and 摆尾. And the function for health benefit for this one is to neutralize or to rid of the excessive heat, fire around our heart meridian. According to traditional Chinese medicine, our meridians, internal meridian, are associated with the 5 key elements, and they are fire, metal, earth, water, and wood. So they are 5 basic elements, and they have interactions, inter-promote, inter-constrain energies with each other. 好，我们现在做一下哈。Follow me. We're trying to start from the hip. Okay, left hip, right hip. I'm doing the mirrored image, and feel that you're dropping the right hip, lifting the left hip. Okay, so the left hip is slightly higher than the right, and then swap over. Okay, swap over. You'll have the right hip higher, left hip slightly lower. In order to do this flexible hips, we want to try to keep the knees slightly soft. So don't bend, lock your knees. Slightly soften the knees. And why we unlock, we loosen the hip and pelvis. And once the hip and pelvis is loosened, then we can do the hip exercise. Okay, 1, 2, 1. Good. Left hip is higher. Drop the right. 2. Good. Right hip is higher. Left lower. 1, 2. Once more. 1, 2. 好. Keep going by yourself. Let me have a look how you practice. So keep your body nice and smooth, and ready, go. 1, yes. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Once more. 1, 2. 好. Good. Doing a really good job, everyone. Doing a really good job. It's quite often we have lower lumbar pains, and this one is a really good one to release. Okay, I noticed a couple of things. Everybody's doing a great job. Thank you for allowing me to have a look. And what to the areas to improve is to try not to involve with your shoulders. Okay, I notice a few of us, when we move the hips, we tend to go Can you see? The shoulders comes with it. Try to eliminate the shoulder part and just focusing on this hip region. Okay, if you watch again, look, when you release the hip, your shoulder's still at the same level. And try the other side. Yeah, doing, have another go and see if you can just keep the shoulders still, shoulder and head still. That's it. And this way, we're actually doing focused exercise to a lower lumbar. That's it. Give yourself another go and just experience that change. Yes. Oh, much better. Much better. Yes, keep the shoulder and head still. Yes, feel your hips. Ah, yes, flexible hips. Release the tension. Yeah, beautiful. That's really good. It's like a chi dance, using our energy to dance on the hips. Yes, that's it. Well done. I saw that little dance movement. Very good. Excellent. Okay. And put a big smile on your face too. Yes, beautiful. That's what I always say. Practicing Qigong or Duan Jin is like opening the doors for our energy to be, the body to be happy. It's a way that you're releasing and replenishing happy energy. And happy energy produce positive energy. And positive energy produce a healing cycles. 好，现在呢，OK, my Chinese keep popping back. Okay, so now we are ready to work on the next part of our spine, which is the neck. Swaying the head, swaying the tail, and roll the head. Okay, follow me. This is even easier, even easier. You can put your hands by your hip and waist or just simply hanging, whatever suits you, right? So we're going to try to feel your ears getting close to the shoulder. That's it. So ear drop to the shoulder, and from this point, and then we'd roll the neck to the back. So from the back, you can see from the side view, you can see we're stimulating across the shoulder and neck. That's it. And then bring the chin down. Bring the chin down to the straight position. That's it. We talked about how to tuck the chin in to allow Bai Hui point. Okay, there's a one screen just pop up. I just close it. So make sure that's it. We bring the chin in to allow the real crown rise. So the neck is becoming straight and extension. Good. And again, do the side ear drop. I do the side view ear drop first and roll. So you gaze looking up towards the ceiling, and then feel the chin tuck in towards the collarbone, tuck in to the collarbone. That's it, allowing our Bai Hui to be open. Now try the other side to the right. Okay, ear drop and gentle roll. Slowly but deeply. And from gazing up, now we pay attention to the chin and draw the chin down. That's it, gently lengthening the back of our neck and the crown lifting up. One more time to the same side. Ready, go. From the side stretch, the ear drop. Gently roll. Gaze up and feel the chin is gently pulling down, allowing the crown Bai Hui return upwards. 好的 In fact, this roll of the head only a quarter of the 360 degrees. So you can see from the side of the shoulder and only roll about 90 degrees until you have stimulated the back of your neck. So it's not a full neck rotation, full circle. It's only 1/4. Okay, good. And now we're ready to put some of the main postures together. I retreat so you can see the whole body. So hands just rest onto your hip and waist for now. Hands are relatively stilled here. Shift your weight to your right. Take a wider step to your left. Okay, good. And keeping our hands just by the hips and waist for the time being. The correct position is slightly on the thighs. I explain that later. Ready? And sliding yourself down, sitting, horse riding stance. Yes, and slight rise, and lean to your left. Sorry, yes, to your left first, and create the diagonal line. Gaze down to your toe, and then bring your shoulders round. So shoulder rotate and then going forward. Feel your chest is coming forward towards your knees and sitting a little lower, sitting down from this knee angle. Transfer weight and to the other foot and from the other knee and reach to the second diagonal line. And then transfer weight back to the center. Return to horse riding stance. Good. You can sit down a little more if you feel comfortable and rise and work our way back. Shift your weight, create the second diagonal line and rotate from the shoulder and let the chest coming towards the knee and shift your weight, sway all the way, shift your weight to your left and then reach to the first diagonal line. Shift and then slide the body weight back to the center. Sitting down a little if you feel comfortable and rise. One more time. Shift your weight to the left, first diagonal line, and start from the shoulder, chest to the knee, and transfer weight, sway over. Reach to the second diagonal line, shift your weight back to the center. Horse riding stance, sitting down a little and rise. Last time. Shift your weight over to the right diagonal line and start from the shoulder. Chest to the knees, one knee, and transfer weight over, reaching to the second diagonal line. Shift your weight up, sitting down a little and rise. 好, we're taking a little bit easy. Bring the heels in, bring the toes in, heels in, toes in, and giving yourself a little shake. You may already feel a little bit burning onto the thighs. Good. And this is a try to increase our stamina, stability, and our roots. And so it's a very good way that we can build up these muscles to protect our knees. So we don't actually use the knee to carry the body weight. It must be these muscle groups that protecting the knees built up strong. So the posture, horse riding posture, is a strong and firm, safe practice. 好，大家稍微休息一下，我跟大家解释一下。I will explain, come slightly forward to the screen and explain the rotation of the hips and rotation of the neck, how they are incorporated into our posture so far. So I come slightly closer. You already see the footwork. Now is the hands and the transitions. When we do the complete version of the posture, when you step a bigger stance, yeah, okay, our hands will push up first. This is the transitional and preparation from high, and then we spread our arms down as if we're painting a big rainbow, yeah, from top, and feel this is nice, big, beautiful, colorful rainbow, and bring us the hope of the year of the ox. And then rest our hands. Fingers are kind of, you know, naturally open together and rest onto our thigh. This is the quad, the biggest muscle group in our body. Okay, slightly back so you can see. 好, and this is what we have just done. We have leaned, create the first line, and then swayed over, reached to the second line. Good. So it's from here, from this point on. Okay, just listen to me and watch me. Can you see there's a hip that on this diagonal alignment? This is this right. This is your left hip. So this hip will go release. Remember, we have done the dance, the Qi dance. Release and then go forward, and then transfer this release to the right side, and then transfer this release to the back. Lift the tailbone, the back. Good. So we'll go lift, release the hip, and then forward. From the side view, you may be able to see better. Forward. Contraction from the core muscle, lengthening the back, lower tailbone. And then release to the other side. And then we roll, so the hip backwards. So draw a 3/4 of a circle. From the tailbone out, then lengthen the tailbone down. 好, this is the 4 point. 1, 2, 3, 4. The hip movements. While we are doing this hip movement, the neck join in. Okay, so once we've done this, neck is an extension of this hip roll, while the head doing 1/4, only the ear drop and roll back. Good. Only a 1/4, and then we lengthen the tailbone and the head at the same time. Okay, watch me one more time, working my way back and then joining me to experience this. Okay, so watch me once more. I'm going to rise, lean. Now working my way back, creating the second diagonal line, starting from the shoulder, chest to the knee, and sway over. Transfer body weight, reaching the first diagonal line. Good. And now finding that hip on this line, and release the hip, and then forward, and release the hip to the opposite. At the same time, ear drop and roll the head. So when your head is looking up, your tailbone is lifting to the back. So from the side view, this is the togetherness. And then lengthening the tailbone and lengthening the crown. Crown go back high, tailbone go back down. 好的, and release. Good. I hope you have seen reasonably clearly. Okay, shall we have a go together? We're nearly out of time, so join me with a complete. Don't worry if you haven't been able to remember everything. This posture will take some time to develop, but you will love this posture once you get a hang of it. Ready? So feet together. We talk about transitional details at a different time. Soften your ankles and knees. Take a wider step, wider than your shoulder. Big. And raise the big chi ball. Push up high. And spread your arms as you're sitting down. Horse riding stance. Rest your hands, fingers naturally together. 好，摇头摆尾 rise, lean. We still do this direction first. First diagonal line, rotate, chest to the knee, transfer weight, and creating the second diagonal line. From the hip on the line, release, forward, and the neck roll joining in, and lengthening the tailbone, lengthening the head, and rise, working our way back. 1, 2, shoulder, chest to knee, 3, back to the first diagonal line, from the hip on the line, roll, sway the tail, roll the head, lengthening tailbone and the crown. If you're not too tired, we're going to do one more on each side. 1, 2, hip roll, neck roll, 4, sitting. 好, last time. Rise, lean, rotate, and sway. Hip roll, neck roll, and lengthening sitting. Rise and gather your hands. Transfer your weight, taking that left foot in. 好. Deep inhale, long smooth exhale. 引气归元, return qi, the energy back to the abdomen, overlapping your hands, connecting your hands with the abdomen, navel, and sliding your hands down. And gently roll your shoulders back. In case if there's any tensions and stiffness build up in our shoulders, that's it. And wiggle your fingers, giving yourself a little wiggle, and wiggle your or shake your foot. If we're not used to standing for a while, then it might feel a little tired. Again, practice regularly, like the talk earlier, is little but regular that forms our habit. I think the science may suggest our habits can be built up over a period of 21 days. That's solid practice for 3 weeks. And then we might be able to, get into a habit of doing it. 好，今天我们放松的练习呢，还有一个是拍打经络拍打。We do one more of our loosening exercise by tapping the energy meridians. Okay, left hand to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And swap over to the other, tapping up, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Palm together, tapping our breathing channel, the front of our chest, down to our digestive system. 好，我们的运化系统吸收 observing the nutrients, the belt and the, okay, then to the back of our kidneys and down, tapping the energy lines, channels, pathways, and up from the front of our leg, and then progress to the sides of the hips, down and into the inside of our legs, covering our meridians on our legs. 好, that's all for our today's practice. I hope you have a wonderful day and have a good week too. If you have any questions, I will welcome and answer them now. Okay, thank you and well done for standing up during our sessions today. I hope you're not too tired and feeling reasonably comfortable. 好的，看看大家有什么问题？Any questions?